Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy, the Strongest Wizard, and tonight is indeed Fight Night. We have ourselves yet another Gundam match here for you guys. Of course, this is GD01. We have myself on the left-hand side, rocking out that Wing Gundam, as well as Keith on the right with that blue-white unicorn, aka like blue-white blockers, kind of. It's got unicorn, it's blue-white. We know what's going on. We see the overflowing affection coming down. I did not have a turn 1 plate, unfortunately, but it's okay. Really curious to know your guys' thoughts and opinions about Wing going first versus second. For some reason, I just really like going first. It's probably wrong, but I just kind of enjoy it. But we're going to see exactly what happens in this match. We have Keith on a level 3 playing out the Lfrith for 2 there. That's a 2-4 blocker. It's insanely good. But we have the first contact, and for these early stages of the game, it's so easy just to keep going, right? Like super fast. But passing it back to Keith, I can't attack into shields, unfortunately, and even if I could, I probably wouldn't anyways because of that blocker. And now we have the 3-cost RX coming down. Such a menacing card, so underrated. Even though probably people think it's really rated really highly, it's still underrated, whatever it is. We have the L-Strike coming down. That's the 4-cost. Huge thanks to that first contact for getting us there, since we wouldn't be a level 5, we'd be a level 4 currently. Which is obviously very helpful. And now I'm debating whether I want to pair to bounce back the RX. I'm thinking to myself, if he has Amuro, he might link it and then he rests into it. But I have the blocker anyways, which is one of the pretty big deciding factors on if I should do it or not. And I'm gonna go ahead and not do it, just because, like I said before, even if he has the Amuro, I have the blocker to kind of help me out there. Now obviously he's still at 5 resources, which is a lot, but yeah. Quick shout out to my playmat. That is the writer's playmat that I designed myself. I have it on the shop that I have listed down below on the website right there. So if you're interested in checking that one out, or the other one, which is called the Red Comet, please do so. We have the L-Strike coming down on Keith's side. And we're not going to attack. We're just going to kind of keep everything standing up. And I'm going to take advantage of the situation by playing a Wing Gundam, attaching the link here of Heero. And this is awesome sauce. Like, this is exactly what I want to do. I'm going to attack into the RX here, and we are going to go ahead and breach 5. The EX base is only 3, but regardless, the 5 does connect, and we have 3 damage on the unit here. And now I'm debating to myself, should I swing with this Aile Strike? But I still have a pilot in my hand, which is Duo, and I'm going to actually pair it to bounce back his Aile Strike, and I'm going to go and attack into shields. Do we have a burst? No, we do not, and we're going to go and just pass. Keeping the Zowort up because 1, I have to, and 2, it's really nice as a defensive option. If he tries to clear my Wing, I have a blocker. Having Wing alive to attack obviously standing units, as well as having breach 5 is absurd. This deck is very good. It's also one of my first few times playing, so there might be some mistakes that I do so with this deck. But we do see the Amuro being able to rest the blocker there and just trading into this Wing, which is a huge, a pretty big deal on Keith's side. And now the question is, he has 5 resources up. What's the plan, right? So it looks like we're going to go ahead and possibly tap 1 there. Yeah, we're going to tap 1 resource for an Archangel, grabbing 1 of our shields. Keith dropping down to 4 shields currently. And with 4 active resources, he's debating on playing this Aile Strike, which at the time of recording, I highly suggest he doesn't. Keeping the 1 EX resource is pretty big, and honestly, having the Aile Strike versus the Perfect Strike at this moment isn't a big deal. But I do have the link once again. Such an insane draw for this early on, especially with not having to search anything. Unfortunately for me, I am a doofus, and I completely forgot that I cannot attack into a Perfect Strike since it is a level 5. So we're just going at face here, which is not too bad. I'm happy with it, and I'm going to go ahead and swing with this 5-6 here, which is that Aile Strike, and I'm going to go ahead and pay 1 for my very own base. I'm currently being starved of cards, not on purpose, but I only have 3 cards in my hand, so I need to see something else. I have a lot, had a really great start. My fear is I'm going to run out of steam very, very quickly. And if you know blue-white, extremely consistent, very hard to starve. Like literally Keith has a show resolve in his hand right now. And so we do see the pair going into the perfect strike with that Boninger links there. So this is currently a 6-6. Can we talk about the stat line? Insane. Such good stuff here from that pilot. Such a big fan of that card. But nonetheless, Keith currently sitting with, I believe, 6 to 7 cards in hand. 7 cards in hand is what it looks like. And he has a decision to make. He's got six resources standing, one of them being an EX resource. And it looks like he might actually end up trading. If it was me, I'm going into possibly the wing, but I am going to go ahead and block it, which is obviously a great deal for me. And now we see the Freedom coming down. Yes, that $35 card coming down, the basic LR, and that card is fantastic. Unfortunately for him, it's not that good at this moment. I can still swing into this perfect, and we would not trade. I would take 1 damage, but I do breach 5, which is fantastic. We see a unicorn and shields, which is great for me. I'm gonna go ahead and swing again with this uni here, and we have the burst. Another Archangel. Another Archangel, but voila, Keith is at 0 shields. We're gonna go ahead and play a 3 for the perfect strike, and I did mention I was a doofus. I'm gonna mention it again that I am still a doofus. I completely forgot that perfect strike doesn't bounce both sides. It's just your side. That's your opponent's side. I mean, sorry. So if your opponent had a character, or, I'm sorry, a unit with 1 HP, then it would be bounced back. I completely thought it was both sides. Which I was really happy for. I was like, I got you, but no, I can't heal my unit there. So sad to see, but double dropping perfect strike on this turn is quite impactful, honestly. Keith is being kind of not starved of resources, but he's just not really seeing the perfect combination of cards at the same time. He's seeing a lot of really great cards, but not at the same time. So we have this pair here, and obviously Freedom's effect, we're gonna minus 2 AP on the Wing Gundam. We have the Aile Strike, and we have the Kira Link. Now this is gonna be able to bounce a perfect strike, which we end up doing so. So we're gonna bounce the perfect strike, and it looks like we might just go into this wing. We're gonna minus 2 AP it, so that's minus 4 AP. Onto this, so I would only do 3 damage to it. I'm debating whether I want to block it with the perfect strike. Main reason why I'm debating it is because my wing stays alive. The issue is it only has 1 HP. That is the really big issue. Now obviously Keith is pretty much tapped out here, so I'm gonna go ahead and just possibly let it go. Minus 4 AP is a lot, so he's gonna go ahead and take 3 there, which I do remind him, hey, that matters. I'm gonna go ahead and block this swing here, so he's gonna go ahead and take 4 damage on that for trying to go into my Aile Strike. I need to keep the boy alive, obviously. He's like the only one that's relatively healthy. I only have 3 cards in hand, 2 of them being bases, as well as 1 perfect strike. So I need to kind of figure out, honestly, I'm a little bit in top deck mode. My 6 HP base hasn't taken any damage on it. Not because of Keith, well, not really his fault. He's just been going on my board. I've been playing it very aggressive and just, you know, very tall, so he hasn't had a chance to even go into shields. So technically speaking, the only damage I've taken is because of my own doing. But with 2 resources up, I'm thinking Keith is wanting to play a blocker, which, yeah, that's a great deal. But no, he's not playing a blocker. He's going to use Archangel to restand Freedom. Of course, that's fantastic. If I try to swing into this Aile Strike, then I end up trading. I guess I end up trading regardless, actually. But we do see the Overflowing Affection top deck. Thank you, sweet Mary there. And I'm deciding to pitch the perfect strike, but I realize, what are you doing, you Jim? We're gonna go ahead and just play out the base instead to grab the top of my shields. We love the cycle, essentially is what it is, at the cost of my life. But yeah, I'm debating this pretty hard. I think I might actually swing into the base, just because at this point he's gonna have to attack into me regardless, which will make him trade. And even if he does a negative -4 AP, I pretty much kill anything regardless, since he has so much damage on himself. So I'm going to go ahead and drop an Aile Strike as well as a perfect. I have 7 active resources, so I am able to do so, and we're going to just pass the turn. Now, Keith does not... Now, Keith is kind of on the clock here, right? You need to make sure you clear my board, or you set up a base and then clear 2 bodies, which is very possible with blue-white. We have a lot of resters, we have a lot of blockers. Another possibility of setting up a lot of blockers, right? All really great possibilities. But at the same time, I could just draw into Wing 0 and just kind of win the game. The Freedom wouldn't take any damage, but the Aile Strike would. And my whole board would stay alive. That's if perfect world, my board did survive, right? So we are deciding what we can play here. Keith doesn't have too many resources now since he did spend a whole 3 for Show of Resolve, and so he's just kind of debating it. We're gonna see the Lfrith coming down, the 2 cost, and he only has 3 left. And I mean, at this point, I might just double drop those warts, but I think he's fearful of Wing 0. I'm thinking to myself, Keith, if I had it, I would have just played it, right? Like, there's no way. We are going to go ahead and tap 2 for just 1 blocker, keeping 1 standing. Not too sure what he has. I mean, we did see the command there that does -3. I think it's called Unforeseen Battle or something like that. I'm not too sure exactly what it is. I forgot what the name of it. But we're gonna swing face here. We're going 4 into face. If he gives me one of these smaller blockers, they die, and I have like 1 or 2 health. He's gonna block with his Freedom, and it looks like he does have the command I was talking about. That's -3 AP. He only takes 1 damage. Cry. Yeah, we're gonna swing 4 into face here. I have kind of no fear. Now anything he blocks will definitely trade. So he's in a block with these war here. I take 3 damage. I have 1 HP left on that character, on that unit there. So, and I'm gonna swing 5 into face. I'm gonna take 2 damage there. He's back at the same 2 bodies since we first started, and at this point I need to go as wide as possible. So we're gonna drop the perfect strike, and with 7 up, I'm gonna go ahead and drop 2 cost units there. So I have no cards in hand, completely in top deck mode, and I need to close this out by the end of the game. Same situation now. Keith is in the same situation. He needs to make sure that my board gets relatively cleared with ease, plus set up a base or a ton of blockers. We have the Show of Resolve, which is fantastic, but 3 resources at a time like this is a lot of resources to spend. Sometimes I feel like if you have Show and you're able to play early on, it's definitely way more valuable to do so. But I guess it all depends on the situation, right? So obviously, if Keith needed to play this card, he needs to play it. He even has another one in his hand. So we have the 2 cost war as well as the perfect, and he's actually going to have to bounce this unit, which I do remind him. I'm like, hey, Keith, this has to go back to my hand, which is really good for him, right? I mean, he wants that to happen. Yes, I get a body that's just recovered 3 health, and I have the Aile Strike with the Kira top deck. This is crazy work. I'm able to bounce a unit back to their hand, and I'm going to go ahead and bounce the perfect strike since it doesn't have any damage on it. And now it is open season. Now, of course, he does still have 1 resource open, so we're going to go ahead and block there. We're going to swing a perfect. He has to block, and I just have enough swings for game here. So thank you guys so much for checking out this channel as well as this video. I really do appreciate it, and stay tuned because I have a ton of new Gundam content coming out soon. See ya!